Hey guys, it's Mark. Welcome back to the channel. So if you remember about 15 episodes or so ago, I put in a 30 amp shore power inlet into the van and I accidentally put it on the wrong side. I put it on the passenger side, which means every time you open the sliding door, you basically hit the frame of this thing. So that wasn't going to work. So an episode later, I went ahead and put one on the driver's side. Now the driver's side one is the one that's actually hooked up. But we still have we have a white version of this, but we still have it on the passenger side of the van, and I've been trying to figure out what to do with it. We're about to close the walls up, and it's just kind of sitting there, but I think I have a cool idea. So come outside and I'll show you what I'm doing. So this is where I originally put the shore power inlet, which seems to be okay. It's close to all the electrical stuff. The problem is when this is open and I open the sliding door, so I'm going to eventually break this thing off. So what we did was we left this here and we went ahead and installed another one on the other side. So this thing's just kind of sitting here doing nothing. And I've been trying to figure out what to do with it. Now, one of our viewers wrote a comment saying that he actually uses this when he has like stuff that he wants to power out here. So maybe they've got shore power coming in on the other side and they're using this as power out for things he wants to plug in when he and his friends are hanging out on this side of the van. Now that's a cool idea. The problem is this is a male connector, so I can't have power coming out of here. That would violate like a trillion articles of the electric code, plus it would be massively dangerous. So I've been trying to figure out what I can do to turn this into an outlet like you have in your house. And I found this thing. So this is actually meant for boats. It's waterproof and the whole thing. And I'm trying to see if I can somehow put this in here. So the idea is when we're plugged into shore power, then maybe I'll have a switch that enables and disables this, and I can plug something into here, and we can get power on this side of the van. So not really sure how to do it, but I'm going to try because this right here is pretty worthless. So let's get to it. Okay, so we finally got this thing out, and now we got to figure out how to make this somehow fit into here, because I'd like to use this housing because we've already got the 4 holes in the van. So if I don't use this, we've got 4 holes in the van that are going to look ugly and leak. So I'd like to put this back on, but I got to figure out how to take this off and put this on. Remember that scene from Apollo 13? We got to make this fit into a hole made for this. Use another with this. That's basically what we're doing. So it looks like this thing is actually held on by some screws. So I'm going to try to pull this out and see if that helps. All right, this is out. Now we've got this. What we really want is this. I'm just not quite sure how to make it happen. You can't put it through the front or it won't close. At least I don't think it will. Although it fits really well, it probably won't close. Won't close. Okay, so it's got to be loaded from the back. So let me think about this for a minute. So the hole for the original shore power adapter is a little bigger than this one. So, but what I really want is for this to kind of sit here like this, and then we put the covering on top of it. So these holes are not going to work. I may have to drill a couple more holes on the outside of this, put some screws through it. Probably put a crap load of butyl tape behind it and screw it in, and then screw this cover on top of it, but that would be pretty cool. Right, so this would allow us that once we're plugged into shore power, I can actually plug something into here and power it from outside the van. And this will only be enabled through a switch inside, so it won't always be active. So this is what I want to do. Just kind of got to figure out how to do it. So I think I'm going to start by wrapping some butyl tape around this, because the opening in the van is a bit bigger than this cylinder, so I want to cover some of this up with butyl tape to make sure it doesn't leak. Now it is super cold out here, so I don't think this butyl tape is going to be very sticky, so we're going to try our best. Now I'm hoping that I can just put 2 screws in here, a bolt in each, washer on the inside of the van, washer on the outside here, and screw it in, and that'll at least hold this in place firm enough to where I can drill a couple holes on the side and attach it, and it'll hold. No idea if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. So the butyl tape was an epic disaster. It all clumped up on me. I couldn't get the screws around it. Then because it's cold, it basically turned into a big clump, and I had to just peel it off. So I got rid of the butyl tape. What I did was I replaced it with this 3M super sticky tape, because I couldn't get this thing to hold by myself. So I cut a couple small pieces of this really high strain tape, and I put it under a couple spots here to hold it in position for me to stick some bolts in there. And what I did was I stuck number 6 stainless steel bolts in there. So these are number 632 stainless steel bolts. There is a stainless steel washer on the outside of the van. On the inside of the van, there's another washer, and there's also a nylon lock nut to hold this thing in place. Now, the hole that was already there is bigger than I would need for this. So even when I drilled these 2 last holes, I was only able to catch the very outside of the metal. So there's no real hole through the metal. I'm just sort of catching it with the washer on the back. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is what it looks like on the inside. I'll try to zoom in, but you can see the hole that was already there is bigger than was needed. So really, I just caught the edge of the metal with these washers, but it is still really tight. This isn't going to go anywhere. I've got 4 of those in there. These other holes are for the cover that's going to go back on. So this, now the cool thing is I can, once I wire this up, I can literally plug this in anytime I want. It'll send electricity to that, and this basically looks like an extension cord that's just mounted to the outside of the van. So actually really, really helpful. I'm glad we did this. The only thing left is I used the 4 bolts that were in the housing for this piece. So now I've got to go back to the store and buy 4 of these other number 6 bolts. And we should be done with this job. If anyone knows of a way I could make more of a mess, leave a comment below. That'd be good. All right, not bad. Tiniest little caulk job, and it's all over my hands. I'm so good at this. So I have returned from the land of orange and gray, and look who's with me.
Hi!
So last thing to do is reattach this piece. So this is going to cover the outlet. I've gone ahead and put a little bit of butyl tape on the outside just to make sure it stays nice and watertight. And we're going to attach it with these number 6 bolts. These are 1-inch bolts. They have 2 stainless steel washers on them. One will go inside, one outside, and then a nylon lock washer. So Tanya is actually going to thread the bolts through here, and I will be on the inside of the van holding them while she tightens them.
Hi guys. Hope all of y'all had a nice Merry Christmas. No, we did. And wintered. The cold snap. Wherever you are. It has been super cool. Which one?
Which one do you want to start with? You pick.
You're top right.
My top.
Okay, go for it.
No, you gotta turn.
Oh, I have to turn it. Oh,
You
okay.
do the work.
Oh, I'm doing the work. All right. Mark is on the other side. Probably with a pair of pliers holding it. Okay. And last one, bottom left. Okay. We're good. All right, it is all good, nice and tight. Ta-da! Looks great.
So, that is it.
Yes.
Now when we're plugged into shore power, we'll be able to turn this on. How do I get this tape all over the place? I kind of wish it was white and not this dingy color.
So, is there a black one of those? Do they make that color in black?
We actually have one in black, we just never used it.
Oh.
We're gonna switch it, aren't we? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Because that doesn't look very pretty.
You like this better?
Yes.
How did I know? All right. We'll just undo everything we did over the last half hour.
I don't know about y'all, but I think the black one looks so much better than this yucky white.
Dingy, nasty
Dingy
white
one.
thing.
That doesn't even
It does look
white.
good. The black does look good. I commend you for thinking about it. I wouldn't have thought about that. That's really good.
Yeah, looks a lot better. So, good job, babe.
Cool.
Oh, what do y'all think? Huh? Leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. I think it looks great.
Okay, so we are done. We actually have to get out of here because we're leaving to take the kids to Disney tomorrow. But this is all done. We're really happy with the way it turned out. I think it's going to be really helpful.
Yes. And you tell me, which one did you like
Yes.
better? The dingy white
or,
one?
Black or dingy white? Black. So we will be back next time. We're actually started working on some electrical. We started working on the benches as well. And we'll be back next time to finish those off. So thanks so much for joining. If you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Hit a like or leave a comment below. The comments have been super helpful. And we gotten
Yes.
to know a lot of you, and we appreciate all the support you've given us.
Yes.
So until then, we'll see you next time.
Yes. And Happy New Year. We'll see you next year. Bye.
Bye.